This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Houston Cougars and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, and they get him on the ground right there. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Sanford. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. The screen. He's got wheels. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Pulls and fired complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Now they'll try the right side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Rides to the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback keeps it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Houston wants to play fast.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
To the air. It's Henderson. Escapes the pressure going right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Tough run here. It's Sanford. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Great job by the back on the option. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll try the right side. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Henderson. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Just barely got rid of it. And the Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd and long here. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Young. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
A little release to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Slots it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. To pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hits inside. It's Sanford. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on third down. That time they try to run it. Give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack. They're able to get the stop, now setting up for it.
They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Cuts it upfield. It's Blaylock. There's a little room there. The 40. Inside the 30. They'll tag it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. To the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted, a first half turnover.
Hey, we got to rush 3 in Rivals. You got to punt. No, you did not. No, you did not. All right. You sure? Because I'm telling you, you rushed 2. No, he spied. He spied. He did not blitz. I'm just telling you. All right. I'm just telling you. I'm looking at it. I'm recording. You gotta punt. You didn't rush 3. You can't do that. All right. Hey, I'm gonna cry about it. I'm just telling you now. Okay. I'm gonna get my 4th win. All right. Okay, bet. I'm just telling you he didn't blitz. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it on my screen. Just share screen. Hey, bro, play right. Play by the rules. Rush 3, my nigga. Is that hard? Is that hard? All right. I'm just telling you. Hey, you rush 2 in a league that you gotta rush 3. What's the rules, fam? I do what you do, man.
And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Moves to his right. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. Hauls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the catch inside the 25. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Air Force, taking on the number 23 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Falcons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Into the house. Touchdown Sooners.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Uh-oh, look out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll try the right side. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the red zone, it's Sanford. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Using his legs, it's Blaylock. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, going to throw it. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Back to pass on second down. Right side, it's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sets his feet, it's Henderson. Fires to the big fella. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Houston going up tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. He wants to throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Left side is Hawkins. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Leaving the punt team on the sideline. They'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
The Cougars moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Henderson. Gonna take a shot, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present.
He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Drake. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Oh, what a move to get room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. These corners going to give them some space. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. There he goes. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like, they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This time, they'll throw it right down the middle. Holds on, it's straight. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougar! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Back to pass. It's Bentley. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Carter. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's looking to throw. Under pressure. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looking to throw. He's got it. One try is good as they build on this lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he wants it all. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And I didn't even ask if it was a man or a woman or nothing. Just has Emery ever expressed to you that she feels she's in between y'all? Because I want you to know that there's women do that shit. So they will find a way to tell you that, you know what I'm saying, that your child feels the breeze, like Delilah feels some kind of way, Delilah, and that tells you more than not that there's some shit going on there. Because why? Because did she ever tell you who the card is? Or you didn't even put it?
She literally didn't say so. I didn't live for sure. She didn't say it was hard. So, at this point, you know, some shit like that. That's all. That's my point.
So the person that's supposed to do it says, hey, and so we get in the meeting. Their engineers are hey, well, we don't know. It's not them. We're working on it. I do know that we, and that's why I say, so we know this is the dominant. We need the SOP. We get the SOP for 2 weeks, 21 days. These 2 weeks, 8 this is all of the 8. So really, probably looking at month, let's just say 2 weeks. So then, to be all understanding, hey, we don't hold the engineers and tell us. But then, the business program will continue telling everybody what to do about this program. It's like, hey, when can you, I need a time for you to get this training. And I was like, probably just in line. Yeah, probably just had a meeting. We're waiting here. He was like, well, let's just assume they have it done by the 25th. And you do a week training for the 2 weeks for the implementation. Everybody off the phone
least 2 weeks. Some business that was going to do 14 days after that. So basically saying a month. Business that was 14 days. At least he's like, you can give me more solid dates because I need to go to my leadership. You're trying to put the cart before the horse and get a date and when we can get this done. You're not going to hold me accountable with anything that you talk about that you have done. Like I told you what my steps are. You can follow those steps, but this shit won't get done. And if you want to get it done yourself, if you want to program manage yourself, it's like, I'm cool with that shit, but you're not going to tell you. It's like if you're playing that perfect part, I'm not going to do it. say I don't want to. You say that.